Welcome to another edition of Trump's stimulus checks. Well, Bernie Sanders went ahead and caved. He went to bat for us so many times over the last 3 or 4 days. He went up with big printouts of checks. He went up with big printouts of President Trump's tweets, and still McConnell objected. And no matter how many senators went up, including Josh Hawley and Chuck Schumer, to support Bernie's idea for these $2,000 checks that Trump wants for us, still McConnell objected. So, I have a prediction about what could happen over the next week or more. Okay, so because McConnell kept objecting and objecting, it could have a bad impact on the Georgia runoffs. It could cause Loeffler and Perdue to fail and Ossoff and Warnock to win. If Ossoff and Warnock win, that means a Democrat will be chosen as majority leader, and Mitch McConnell will have to sit down from his post and just be a senator again for the next 6 years of his term. Who do we think could be the majority leader for the Democrats? Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer will have to try to put that through first until January 20th with Trump for those $2,000 checks. So we might be seeing that again next week. In the future, like Bernie said in his statement. He said in the future. I'm thinking even as early as next week or the week after. If Democrats sweep the Senate and Chuck Schumer becomes the leader of the Senate and Mitch McConnell sits down. Mitch McConnell has a lot of power, and he almost has more power than the president. I'm just saying things people have said. This is a bipartisan channel, not taking any sides. But it's kind of curious no matter which side you're on. Mitch McConnell does have a lot of power. And I think a lot of GOP supporters also would love to have $2,000 checks right now. Okay, so Mitch McConnell's idea to tie an investigation into the election and the repeal of Section 230 is considered a poison pill because a lot of Democrats don't like those being tied into it. They're saying, why not just get the checks to the people? What's wrong with just getting the checks to the people? Let's worry about these other issues later, okay? Trump will be out of office on the 20th unless something with him contesting the election goes forward. If he is, doubtful that some of those issues will still be issues when Biden's in office. Section 230 in itself can be seen as scary either way. People on both sides of the issue see it being scary whether they keep it or repeal it. So let's not get into that because this is a bipartisan channel. But anyway, if Schumer gets in office and then he's not able to work something out with Trump for these $2,000 checks, whether Trump's tying them to something else or not, maybe Trump just wants the checks, maybe he's willing to let the other things that were tied in there go. We'll see. If not, we have Biden. We have Biden on the 20th of January. Now, I'm not trying to misinform you, but I have heard some statements and some articles online. I've read some statements that say, because we'll be doing our tax returns between the end of January and April, it could be unlikely that Biden would pass more stimulus until April, though he would talk about it. Please subscribe for more updates. Thank you. Happy New Year.